ever feel guilty for having to walk away from the good guy just because he's a good guy, just because he's a gentleman, just because he treats you well, just because he's generous, just because he's successful and he's nice and all of those things, that's not a reason alone to choose him. He could be a good guy, but that doesn't mean that he is good enough for you. That doesn't mean that he is right for you, and you should not have to compromise on your standards or your non-negotiables because he's a good guy. Men should already be good men. They should already have character traits that are suitable for your relationship. They should already be chivalrous. They should already be generous. They should already have success in their life. They should already have these characteristics as a decent human being. That is not a reason to choose him. And we really need to stop putting these men on a pedestal because they're nice, because they're good men, because they're generous. Like, they should already be that way.
Girl, do you realize you're about to lose something rare? He's doing everything he can to show you he loves you, to be there for you, to support you through your overthinking and emotional moments. And you're still creating distance. For what men like him are rare. Guys who genuinely care are hard to find, and you're treating this one like he's replaceable. Everyone keeps asking, where are the good guys? He's right in front of you. If you love him the way you say you do, then your actions need to reflect that. Because when someone gives their best and still feels invisible, it slowly convinces them they're not enough. It makes him feel unappreciated, taken for granted, and emotionally useless no matter how hard he tries. Over time, that feeling changes a man. He starts pulling back, protecting himself, and becoming emotionally guarded instead of open. That's how good men lose their softness. Not because they wanted to change, but because staying vulnerable stopped feeling safe. Once a good man feels unseen for too long, he doesn't argue or beg. He quietly withdraws and stops offering the effort that once came naturally. And when he finally stops trying, it's not because he didn't care. It's because he cared for too long without feeling met halfway. By the time you realize what you had, he's already learned the lesson you taught him, to give his effort only where it's valued.
Can I please have a man slowly explain to me why you all suck so much? I can honestly sit here and say, as a 34-year-old woman, I have not met one good man. So please, someone explain to me why that is. It can't be a coincidence. I've never had a good male figure in my life, and I've never had a man treat me right romantically. I've never even had a good male friend. So someone sit here and tell me what's wrong with y'all.
You are the problem. Not that you might be the problem. You are the problem. But look, this is a tough situation because she was probably dealt cards in her life that she didn't have any control over, and absolutely it has shifted her whole perspective on men and what she does and how she behaves with men. But the problem here is when you can't recognize that, or you refuse to recognize that. As a grown adult, you gotta take accountability for where you are in life. And the honest first two things that I would do is to take out the piercings and to get your mindset surrounding men to shift, whatever you have to do. Therapy, changing your environment, finding the right group of friends that are both male and female, and probably just taking a break from dating for a little bit until those things are resolved.
I went on a date with like a medium ugly man today. And I asked him why his last relationship ended. And
Well, isn't that a great icebreaker for a first date conversation?
he said because he stopped being attracted to her after a year and he broke up with her.
What? What's wrong with that? The guy was honest. He admitted why he ended his last relationship, because he was no longer attracted to the person that he was in a relationship with. But yet some seem to have a problem with that.
Y'all, the audacity of men. I will not be seeing him again.
I don't get it. Where's the audacity? Are they insinuating that simply because someone isn't as good looking as they think they should be, that they're not allowed to have their preferences in who they date in regards to actually being attracted to their partner? Oh my goodness, ladies, just because some of you date men that you're not attracted to simply apparently for the stories, that doesn't mean that men are gonna start dating women that they're not attracted to simply because you think they should. My goodness.
Sometimes, homeboy, she not gonna learn her lesson till she loses you. You gotta chunk deuces. That's the only way she gonna learn her lesson. I lost the man that treated me right. Cause you couldn't get over the trauma from these clowns you used to be with. So now a good man comes, you don't know how to treat him, but he loved you so much, he keep trying to make it work. Keep trying to make it work. Keep trying to make it work. And finally, he just gotta be like, all right, girl, cause there's another one coming. I bet you there's another one coming. Don't ever think you so fine ain't another one coming. Somebody will leave you and you will be trolling 6 months from now talking about she don't even look as good as me. She don't get that man no drama either. That's why he chunk deuces to you with your fine self. Fine and broken. There's a lot of vintage cars that look good in the showroom, but you can't drive it down the street. I will leave cute. I will leave a dime. I will get change for 7 cents. I will leave a dime alone for peace.
If she does this, you're friend zoned. You guys ask me all the time how to know when you're in the friend zone, so don't shoot the messenger here. She shares everything with you. If she's so comfortable with you to the point where you know when it's her time of the month and which of her coworkers she absolutely can't stand, I'm so sorry, my guy, but you're in the friend zone. Because when a girl likes a guy, she is not letting him see those sides of her until they're dating. When you compliment her, she says, "You're sweet." It sounds like a compliment, and usually she does mean it, but if she's saying this to you when you give her a compliment, you're in the, he's so sweet, but I would never date him category. She tries to set you up. If she says things like, "You two would be so cute together," girls only do this when they have zero romantic feelings for you. And lastly, she talks about her ex. Girls know that guys don't like this, so they're definitely not doing it with anybody that they want a serious chance with. If you're getting any of these signs, it's time to reevaluate if this is a good option.
Good morning. On today's episode of the dumbest shit that I see on the internet.
You miss me, you dirty. Look at my dirty baby father. He don't take care of his child.
Now, before I go further with my thoughts, I just want the people of the United States to know, matter of fact, scratch that. I want the people of the universe to know, because I'm worldwide, that these are the type of that these who get up here talking about that they need princess treatment and they need to do this for them. These are the that they are laying down with and having children with and letting them. Now, when I get up here and try to tell y'all this, I get these in my DMs calling me a pick-me. I'm a pick-me, but that's who you picked as your baby father. Yeah, so when they get up here and talk about some man, the next man that DM me gotta drive this, you lay it down with a whose mode of transportation is a Razor scooter. Get the out my face. This looks like 42 Doug before the deal. Get the out my face. These are the that y'all with. Then y'all feel so guilty about with them. That's why y'all get so mean, and that's why y'all don't like. That's why y'all make want to do what they don't want to do, because you're embarrassed. You thought you was embarrassing him. No, you should be embarrassed that you that and you had a baby by him. Talk about look at my baby father. We see him, and I can put my life on it that this been dirty when you was when he didn't just turn 30. He been dirty. I could tell. And please don't get up here insulting my intelligence, talking about some, oh, I can't want change. I made a mistake. I wouldn't even touch a if I knew that she was like that. And that's what y'all not understanding. You didn't make your baby father take you on no extravagant dates before he you. You didn't make your baby father go out the country with you. You didn't make your baby father have to buy you all these meals. So don't get up here now in 2026 talking about some what you're not accepting from, because what you don't want is the bare minimum, but you accepted the bare minimum. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
What is the difference, the main difference between Cardi B sharing Offset, her husband, and Cardi B sharing Stephon Diggs, her side nigga?
Honestly, I don't think Cardi B intended to get pregnant. So when it happened, it was just like she just continued to just keep going with it.
So
like piggybacking off of what she said.
You have raw and you don't intend to get pregnant.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay.
I believe Offset was doing the same thing, so she figured, let me just get my get back and do it back.
Offset had a baby?
It was rumors about it.
But did the baby pop up? So that isn't the same thing, is it? Don't worry about it. Took you 5 minutes to come up with that. Took you 5 minutes to come up with that dissertation. Oh, so your husband can't cheat, but your side cheat. A man that gives you a life, a generation of wealth, a family, he can't cheat. You go over here and smack the football player that got 4 other pregnant, he can do whatever he wanted to. Well, give me the football player relationship for 500, Alec. You mean to tell me that my wife is gonna go crack a and just showed her some attention when I was over here goddamn changing pampers and getting throw up on, that I'll be the side for 5,000, Alex, for the rest of my life? Yeah. Do you think that side actually have a better deal than main? Because if Offset was the main guy And Stefan was a side guy. It just seems that Stefan got the same cat that Offset got and got the same results for not putting in half as much work.
Stop dropping music that gets no views. Stop starting businesses that nobody knows about. The reason why you're not making any money is because nobody knows you exist. I got the cheapest promo in the world right now today. All you got to do is DM me #promo. Okay, if it's a small budget, a big budget, a huge budget, a little budget, whatever. DM me #promo. Let's get you some views. Let's get you some business, and let's get you some clients. Because y'all getting on my nerves with these damn hard songs and nobody listening, or this good food or this good product, and ain't nobody heard of this shit.
Modern women, you'll notice, are always trying to give themselves a way of escape. They never want to be tied down to responsibility and accountability. Oh, here's the reason that you should walk away from a good guy. And by the time, let modern women tell it, by the time they get done, that man is a criminal. That man is a villain. That man is the worst man you can find. Man, yeah, on the surface, he's a good guy, but girl, you don't know what he did to me. You don't know what he was thinking about doing to me. And what's that? Well, I don't know, but from what I saw on this TV show or this talk show, he could have been thinking that. Has he ever done that in the 10 years that y'all were together, or even hinted that he was going to do that? Has he ever even done anything remotely close to that? No, but I heard it on a TV show from some woman that's bitter. She's divorced. She's in her 50s. She's been married 5 times and divorced all 5 times. 2 of those divorces, she walked out on men, and 3 of those divorces, the men divorced her, took the kids, and the judge had her paying child support. It gets that way. Now, obviously, I'm exaggerating, but it gets that way. These modern women are terrible, and they'll sit up there and listen to stupid, silly-minded women that don't know how to be in a relationship talk about how the man is a villain. The man is doing everything he's supposed to be doing.
You do not want to be the first good this woman has ever met in her life. No. She is going, bro. She gonna destroy you, bro. She gonna mishandle you, bro. You get what I'm saying? All that chaos that she been dealing with, bro. No, bro. You gotta realize, is you being a good man, for all the fellas listen to this, if you know you're a good man, you gotta realize you're a patient man, you're an understanding man, right? You got foresight on where you want to take your life, where you see you being at, and all that type of stuff. If a woman ain't never had a good man in her life, bro, she don't understand the vision. She has no foresight. You get what I'm saying? She doesn't have patience. All she knows is combative things. And then she's picked up a lot of trauma that she's not letting go. You get what I'm saying? So all of that balled up into one woman, bro, 9 times out of 10, that woman will destroy you, bro.
5 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. Let's get into it, ladies. Number 1, taking them for granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in him and what he does for you. Number 2, not communicating well or effectively, like expecting a man to read your mind and getting mad when he can't. Number 3, being dismissive about how your behavior makes him feel, or becoming overly defensive when you're being held accountable for your action. Rumor has it that women struggle with accountability. Number 4, being self-consumed and unwilling to compromise. Being so hyper-focused on your laundry list of needs, desires, wants, that you neglect his needs in the process. Remember, a relationship is not just about you or one person getting their needs met. And number 5, allowing your unaddressed trauma, your insecurity, make it hard for that man to enjoy his life and pursue his purpose in peace. Becoming insufferable.
A good woman don't challenge a man. That is a fallacy. A good woman inspires a man. We don't want to be challenged. The world is already challenging us, and we want to come home and be challenged again. There is no place we can extract peace and power from. If you got the mindset where you think that's a good woman, you think you've been a good woman, but I'm challenging him. A good woman will inspire him, not challenge him. Cooperate with his plan. If he got a plan and you think, I don't know if this is gonna work, use your divine femininity to figure out how to make it work, not go against it.
A good man, but he's not your type. when it comes to types, okay, because we talked about this the last time, it's a pattern when it comes to your type, patterns and characteristics, okay? These are things that you have seen or that you have explored before. You probably seen mama, auntie, friends, somebody who had a specific type, or somebody in the neighborhood and you was like, oh, that's a bad boy, that's a dope boy, that's something like that. I like that because of the thrill. In certain spaces in your life, you cannot bring that type with you. So if you see that all other characteristics and behaviors are good, why does the type even matter? You can learn to love this person in other spaces outside of what you see as far as physicalities. If you're talking about a type because maybe your type has a certain type of demeanor, or maybe your type looks a certain type of way, what is going to matter when you start facing conflict? The way they look? When you start going through communication barriers, the way they look? All of that's not going to matter. I can guarantee you the majority of people who have probably married or entered into healthy relationships, they weren't worried about a type. When they got to a certain space, they were worried about what it is that you can actually bring into my life. And as far as your looks and stuff, that just doesn't matter. How much money? Yeah, of course. But if we looking at types, we say, oh, he a dreadhead. Oh, he's 6 foot something. And everything else. Derek Jackson is 6 foot something. That was cheating on his wife the whole time.
Oh, no.
And we hate to name drop here.
Oh, was I not supposed to name drop?
No, you good, you good.
I'm sorry.
Good morning. I have a question. This message is for who have non-deadbeats. So if you have a deadbeat, you can keep scrolling because I'm not arguing with y'all today. What's the issue with you not letting your child's father claim their child 1, 2, or 3 Februaries? Like, I'm not understanding how you made a baby with a man, but you only get to claim him every February. And then the who claim their baby every year will get $7,000 and not spend any of that money on the baby. You might slide your mother some money so she can babysit for 4 days while you go on a cruise with it so you can suck mad. Or you might spend the money on bundles. But my thing is, if you have an active father who's been doing what he's supposed to do, who shares this baby with you, y'all both made this baby. I don't know whether it was in a hotel, your house, a staircase, who gives a f? He's doing what he needs to do 365 days out the year. You mean to tell me he can't claim the baby? 1, 2, like, I'm not saying every year, like, y'all can't go back and forth on some tennis, like Venus and Serena. Like, every year you get to claim the baby. Mind you, you already only paying $250 in rent. Let's talk about that. The benefits that women get when they have a kid, when they don't have no money for the kid, they get so many benefits. You could get a new apartment from my tax dollars because you don't have enough money to raise your kid. Men is not getting that type of treatment. So that's my question. Like, and if I was president of the United States, it would definitely be year 1, the mother can claim, year 2, the father. It would go back and forth because I really don't think that that's fair. And you need to start putting the pressure on these women. Like, excuse me, that's my child too. Like, I would like to claim her. Because then if you go behind the back and do it, she going to be tight. But, and then I know, because I had mad exes with baby mothers that I had to beat up because of this. So I understand y'all don't want no conflict, no drama. But that, I spend a lot of money every year. I feel like I should claim my daughter or my son 1 February. Good morning. I have a question. This message is for who have non-deadbeats. So if you have a deadbeat, you can keep scrolling because I'm not arguing with y'all today. What's the issue with you not letting your child's father claim their child 1, 2, or 3 Februaries? Like, I'm not understanding how you made a baby with a man, but you only get to claim him every February. And then the who claim their baby every year will get $7,000 and not spend any of that money on the baby. You might slide your mother some money so she can babysit for 4 days while you go on a cruise with it so you can suck mad. Or you might spend the money on bundles. But my thing is, if you have an active father who's been doing what he's supposed to do, who shares this baby with you, y'all both made this baby. I don't know whether it was in a hotel, your house, a staircase, who gives a f? He's doing what he needs to do 365 days out the year. You mean to tell me he can't claim the baby? 1, 2, like, I'm not saying every year, like, y'all can't go back and forth on some tennis, like Venus and Serena. Like, every year you get to claim the baby. Mind you, you already only paying $250 in rent. Let's talk about that. The benefits that women get when they have a kid, when they don't have no money for the kid, they get so many benefits. You could get a new apartment from my tax dollars because you don't have enough money to raise your kid. Men is not getting that type of treatment. So that's my question. Like, and if I was president of the United States, it would definitely be year 1, the mother can claim, year 2, the father. It would go back and forth because I really don't think that that's fair. And you need to start putting the pressure on these women. Like, excuse me, that's my child too. Like, I would like to claim her. Because then if you go behind the back and do it, she gonna be tight. But, and then I know, because I had mad exes with baby mothers that I had to beat up because of this. So I understand y'all don't want no conflict, no drama. But Dad, I spend a lot of money every year. I feel like I should claim my daughter or my son 1 February. I don't. Good morning, real quick. You as part of the FPS, which is the Flat Earth Society. I don't know why y'all get up here trying to think that we're dumb, like we don't know what the f is going on. I'm gonna play a video for the dumbest that I hear on the internet, but first I just want to give y'all a little insight. We'll get up here and try to demand from when they already booked their hair appointment because they have nobody. Like, they put the little 25 deposit down or whatever, but now that it's time to pay the 180, now they scrambling to get the 180. So what they do is they get up here and try to tell what they're not going to accept from, if you can catch my drift. Hold on.
And one thing we need to normalize 2026, if you a man and you not paying for a girl hair, nails, lashes, anything, when she tell you that she's getting it done and you're not paying, don't ask to see it, okay? Don't ask to see it. Don't ask me no videos. Ask FaceTime when you done nothing. If you're not sending that money through, mind your business.
Exhibit A, angry, her hair not done, talking about something. She's not FaceTiming unless they paying for her hair. Like, then I guess I'm not FaceTiming you. Who the f you thought you was? You thought I was a simp. You thought that I was gonna be like, oh, I want to FaceTime her so bad, so let me pay for her hair. You is not that important. And why am I paying for something that you need to be paying for yourself? What's up with that? Because then if a nigga gotta pick you up in his car and he says, oh, I'm gonna go get an oil change, I'm gonna go get 4 tires, I'm gonna get my car inspected, but first, since you getting in my send me some money for it. Oh, it will be an outrage, right? Stop telling people to pay for stuff that you can pay for yourself. Ain't nobody supposed to be paying for your maintenance except yourself. Are y'all dumb? Gotta be. I blame the phone. Stop watching these celebrities. You is not Jada Waiter. Wait a minute and let's get back to reality. Ain't nobody paying for you. A simp nigga might pay for it. See, that's the thing. Y'all want the simp niggas to pay for it, but then y'all don't want to give them no. Y'all want to pay for it. It's not going for that. I'm so sorry to burst your bubble. It's not happening. Find another.
In these modern women, I think Samantha Lee was talking about 5 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. And one of them was expecting that man to read your mind when he can't. And I would even go a step further and saying when he won't. I understand what you're doing, but what I need you to do right now is speak to me like an adult. You're a big girl. Use your words. Yes, there are some times that I can come in and I see and I read your body language. Just being around you, I know and I understand what you're going through, and I know how to take care of it, or I know how to be there for you. But sometimes you need to speak up and communicate with me what's going on. Open up your mouth. Stop making a man, well, and even this is a silent test for men. Is he going to come in and do this? No, because I am not your servant. Just like you're not mine. I am not at your beck and call, just like you're not at mine. Open up your mouth. Start acting like you have some common sense. And modern women, they try to do this to good men, honest men, upstanding men, and they wonder why men are checking out a relationship.
Women hurt men that they're jealous of, okay? Because when she knows that you're a good man, you're a strong man, she also understands that you wouldn't truly like her for who she is, so she's going to try to manipulate you, disrespect you. She knows if you truly got to know her for who she is, you're going to lose interest and find a better girl. So what she's going to do is try to break you down, make you feel insecure, make you feel anxious by not texting you specifically or doing all these things, making you spiral in your mind about her because it makes her feel confident. It gives her the validation that she's better than you and you won't go for other options. A woman's biggest fear is you marrying another girl, especially a girl who's hotter than her and better than her. She is jealous of you. She is insecure about you, which explains why she is so adamant about hurting you over and over again. Just leave. 1-on-1 coaching in bio.
I don't care how much you like a girl. Don't ever let no woman treat you like you regular. If a woman not treating you like you that guy, then that means she don't see your value, and you don't tolerate that from nobody. Let me tell you something that you should already know. If somebody sees you as valuable, they're gonna let their actions reflect as such. So if you ever catch yourself in like you have to beg for anything from somebody, you need to cut ties with them. Whether that's begging for them to support you, begging for them to text you back, begging for them to hang out with you. If you feel like you gotta do too much to get anything from anybody, cut ties with them. And here's what you need to do. When you leave, keep doing things the right way. Keep getting money, keep working out, keep working on your mental and emotional health. Don't start just giving yourself to multiple women. It's no point in doing that. You're not impressing nobody. And then when you find a good woman that treats you to the level of your value, you better give that woman the world. You better give her everything she wants and more. Take care of her because she was the one in this generation.
A woman addicted to Instagram will devalue everything you do as a man. Why? Because her perception of reality is warped. Every day she sees other women getting showered with flowers, taken on yachts, with new handbags and accessories. Her brain then locks this in as normal, and any gesture that you make as a man is seen as just the bare minimum. Her social media feed shows her men who are flawless, rich, fit, charming, never tired, never angry, never wrong. Her sense of happiness has become totally visual. She doesn't live in moments, she captures them. On trips, it's not about the atmosphere, but how good this will look in a shot. I mean, if it can't go on a story, it's like it never happened. Just remember one thing. You will never be happy with a woman who's performing for others while you are trying to show up for her.
That he comes in contact with, because his character is the thing that he stands on. So it really doesn't matter who he entertains. He's going to be that respectable man to every woman that he comes in contact with, not just the one he deemed to be worthy. Okay? A good man is going to be a good man to every woman. He's going to go to the next and be that way to that next woman, regardless. Men think they should only be good to the ones they deem they should be good to. That's a character flaw.
I think a lot of women don't understand that, and their dynamic between a man and themselves, that they're takers a lot of the time. So that's another reason I don't want to hang out with you, because I'm always in the red when I'm hanging out with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even like a pleasurable experience. Like goddamn, I always gotta spend. I always gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing that would make me look at a woman is like different is her willingness to try to save me money.
Yes,
now,
sir.
So like, I give you an example. Like, we go out and be like, how much that is?
You ain't gotta get that.
Like, I may still get it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you go. We live. We turn it up.
I done made a mental note.
Because she's considerate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made a mental note. She with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I her. But when you just cool, run that shit up. Run it up. Then you're not really considerate of me, so I probably won't want to hang around you that much. Like, you know what I'm saying? After a little bit, I'm expecting you to try to be a little bit considerate of me. Come on now. Like, you know, your fifth lemon drop?
Your fifth lemon drop?
Bitch. You on money like that?
I could have went to the liquor store. I could have got you your bottle.
And then the illest shit of it is, because we know financially, it's just stupid. It's not about somebody being broke. It's just stupid. Like, we could really, if you really just want to drink, we could really just get a bottle.
Come on.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Why are we getting $20 drink, $20 drink, $20 drink? We done already bought the bottle.
You want to lose a good man fast? Simple. Just follow these 3 steps, and I guarantee you he will be gone before you even realize what happened. Step 1. Disrespect him. The fastest way to love is disrespect. Roll your eyes at him. Cut him off when he talks. Talk down to him in front of other people. Laugh at his ideas. Make him feel this small. A good man will not stay where he feels disrespected, because respect is the foundation of how he gives and how he leads. The second he loses that, the relationship is done. Step 2. Withhold your intimacy. Then make a bargaining chip. Weaponize intimacy. Punish him by shutting him out physically and emotionally. Make him feel like attraction is something he has to beg for. When a man feels unwanted by the woman he chose, it cuts him deeper than you think, so he will check out, and once he does, it is almost impossible to bring him back. And finally, step 3, be constantly negative. Finally, complain about everything. Focus on what he isn't instead of what he is. Criticize instead of appreciate. Nitpick the small things and ignore the effort he does put in. Nothing crushes a man faster than realizing no matter how hard he tries, he will never be enough in your eyes. So yeah, do these 3 things and you will lose a good man fast. Or you can flip it. Respect him, desire him, and appreciate him. That's how you keep a man who actually will show up for you.
Be honest. Okay, please don't tell the new age feminist this, but I would 100% rather stay home, cook and clean. 100% rather do that, okay? I love to cook and I love to clean and organize. Feminist, shh, I know, okay? I love to cook good food and I love to clean and I love to do it for my man. Truly, I do. However, if that's expected outside of marriage, hard pass. It actually sounds like you're taking care of a child. But the look on a man's face, would you cook for him, clean for him, do anything to please him? That's what it's all about. Having him admire you with his blissfully happy eyes. It melts your heart. There's just something in me as a woman that makes me feel like this whole trad wife living isn't such a terrible thing. Why did we actually want to work? What was the idea or perspective of pursuing a career? There is nothing more satisfying than having a man that takes care of you. A gentleman that provides for you. You don't have to worry about anything. If you do that, I'll cook and clean all day. Why would I complain? I'll make you an incredible 5-course meal if it means I can stay at home. We fight for again as women because I'd much rather be exhausted from cooking and cleaning for my family than be exhausted as a career-driven woman working a job I don't like. So hate me all you want, but I'd 100% rather stay home and be provided for by my man and take care of him in return.
Men are good people, all right? I mean, it's on you if it's not going well. And I'm being honest with you. If you're in a relationship with a man and it's not going well, ladies, it's your fault. No, don't boo me. They're simple creatures. You have overestimated them if you've allowed them to upset you. They are simple creatures. Are you offended by me saying you're simple? No, he's delighted because he wants word to get out so that she will lower her standards and quit nagging, okay? Here's the problem, is that women think that men are thinking all this stuff, and they're not, you know? Half the time the words escape their lips like invisible paintballs, just pelting and annoying women around them. They don't even know, because women, we overthink everything. That's why we can't have wet dreams, okay? Because we'll be like, how did Brad Pitt get in my room? You know, I thought I locked the door. I don't like this position. I haven't brushed my teeth. You know, we think all the time. They don't. They don't. It's not your fault, honey, that you don't think a lot, because you're impaired. You have outdoor plumbing, and it pulls on your spine and creates pressure on your medulla oblongata. And sometimes we read into stupid they said, and we get our feelings hurt when it's just a dumb dude statement. He's just doing dumb dude stuff. And women get mad. They go, and I appreciate, I'm letting you know, they go, Monique, you make it sound like we should lower our standards when it comes to men. It's like, no, don't lower them, lose them altogether. If he comes home at night, he's yours. Just feed him some noodles and touch his pee-pee, you know? They're that simple. Live your life. Live your life, ladies. I wish somebody would have told me the truth. Go live, do whatever you want, be an astronaut, whatever. They don't care. They're not even paying attention to you. You want me to tell you something? When you try to engage a man in a conversation, when you ask a man a direct question, you know what the man is thinking? The man is not thinking of the answer to that question. The man is thinking, what can I say that will shut this down? I'm not mad. I don't want her gone. You know what I mean? I just want her over there right now. I'm not ready. She's coming in hot and I haven't had coffee, you know? I wish these were jokes.
And I think, there was a guy saying, if you have to beg for the attention of a woman who says that she respects you and she loves you, but this, and this, and she can't never show up for you, you need to cut ties. And it sounds harsh, but you're just wasting your resources. You're just wasting your energy on a woman of this caliber, of this type. She's a nothing. She's a nobody. She has a loser mindset. And until she fixes that, you're going to be running around in circles, wasting your energy, wasting your resources, Because she don't really, oh, I respect him and I love him. Not really. She don't really like you like that. Move yourself away from her and go do something else. And it don't mean that you have to hate her or she did this. Oh, I hate women. No, you don't got to do that. I would recommend that you don't. But you just say, no, seem like everything I did for her, she wouldn't reciprocate it. And I'm looking for a little bit more in a relationship. That's what modern women would say. They would go out here and leave a good man when the man is doing right. But they say, yeah, he had 90% of the stuff right. But it was just the 10%. This is what I wanted. And I'm going to go try to find that other 10%. A lot of times they don't find it, but they fool around and leave you for some petty stuff. He wouldn't rub my feet every Saturday at 8 o'clock.
This is a message for all of the women of this planet that have woken up spiritually and are having an existential crisis, because you realize that you are just a mother breeder to these men. And if you're a lesbian, I'm jealous. The men on this planet are programmed imperial bots that use us as breeders. They value us when we're young, when we're beautiful, and when we can produce heirs and heiresses to their white supremacy fortune bullshit. And all they do is count their coin and stick their head in the sands and live in a world of denialism where they enable supremacy, Zionism, and a whole bunch of because they like their bread buttered by the imperial overlords. You're going to realize that you gave your entire life away. You're going to wake up in your 40s and your 50s and realize that your whole entire life was indentured servitude and it was all for nothing. And then you're going to get really, really pissed off and you're going to make it stop. Or it's never going to stop. You're going to teach your children to do better, to stop being bullies for the star and to start living their mother lives and to stop wasting them. And you're just going to hope and pray, if you have to come back to this mother planet, that you come back as a lesbian and can go to an island where men don't exist, if this is the way that they like the world.
I heard about this thing called testing, where like someone will subtly mistreat you to see how you react.
Yeah.
And if you react in that moment and you just kind of accept it and tolerate it, they'll therefore treat you in the future in the same way. But also they will be less attracted to you and view you as lower status. She might show up 45 minutes late, and if you're still sat there, then that in and of itself is showing that you'll kind of tolerate anything and that she's, or he, is higher standard, higher status than you.
Yeah. At the beginning of one of my relationships that wound up being a multi-year relationship, we were just sort of getting started, and I remember we had plans to meet on a Sunday night, and I had been very amenable up until this point. She'd canceled, and I said, no problem, canceled, no problem. And I saw what was happening. I'm breaking my own rule. I'm moving plans in order to make space with her. And so we have a thing Sunday night. It's 9 p.m. We're supposed to meet at 10. She calls me and says that, sorry, I can't come. I'm with my family, and I'm gonna, I just can't make it. Also, unfortunately, this week, I have this thing on Monday and this other thing Tuesday, and then I have work Thursday, Friday night. So the only way that I can see you this week is going to be Wednesday night. And I had earlier that day made plans to go out with my friends on Wednesday night. And though it was a challenge for me, I'd thought about this earlier, and I said, oh, that's a bummer. Then I don't think I'm going to be able to see you this week. She said, what? What do you mean? I said, I have plans on Wednesday. Well, what? Then we're not going to be able to see each other. And she starts getting upset and nervous. I don't know what to tell you. I just am not free on Wednesday. Okay, let me call you back. And she calls me back in 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to come over.
Two women hear the exact same message. One grows, one gets extremely angry. I get messages like this all the time. One calls me a woman basher and unfollows me, and another one says, you know what? You triggered me, but I kept listening until it clicked. Both triggered. Only one takes responsibility. That is the difference. One deflects, the other reflects. One reacts with anger and blame, and the other one literally asks, you know what? Why did that hit me so hard? One protects her ego, the other one changes her life. Because it's easy to label somebody. It's so easy. It's easy to walk away and stay comfortable. What's hard is radical accountability, okay? What's hard is sitting with the truth long enough to learn from it. The women who grow aren't the ones
who agree with me. They're the ones who get triggered and stay and listen and reflect. So if it triggers you, good. But decide, are you here to grow or are you here to protect your ego? Two different things.
One of the first things you said in this show, before I knew anything about you, you said, I want my man to provide. I want a traditional relationship. But the truth is, we are not in a traditional environment.
This is very true.
So before I knew anything about you, I knew what you wanted from me. And that's kind of a turnoff.
Why?
I didn't know anything about you and anything about your personality, anything about what you like. It's just that, what can you give me?
Yeah, I don't really want to like downgrade my life.
I mean, but you said, I want a man that can take care of me.
Yeah, I want a man that wants to do it though.
I mean, of course, a man wants to do it, but
not
when
all
that's
men
the
want
first
to do
thing
it.
you say, and that's the first thing you say, it's kind of like,
Cause I ain't wasting my time no more. You feel me? I like to tell people what I'm looking for, so no one's confused. I'd rather be an
why
open
not
book.
tell them about who you are as a person?
Oh yeah, we can do that on a friendship level. But if someone's approaching me like I want to date you, I'm gonna be like, okay, what do you want? The guy has to want to be a provider, or I'm not the girl for you.
But like I said, when that is the first topic of conversation, can you see how a man can kind of be a little off-put by that?
I don't care. That's the problem.
And that's why he's still single.
Advice for a divorced 45-year-old mom trying to date a rich man. Just got to get out there, sis. All right? Some of y'all don't leave your house. You got to have a network. You need to go to those, you need to go to like fundraisers, charity events, galas, things like that in your community. All right? You can find them like on like Facebook groups or whatever. Get you on Facebook. Facebook is understated as hell. You get on Facebook groups and then find out where like charitable events and stuff are. All right, political campaign events, political fundraisers, charity galas, fundraisers. All right, you go to those events. They're not expensive to get in. They sell cheap tickets because they want, cheap and expensive all the way. You can get yourself a cheap ticket, go to these events, network. People are there for good causes, good reasons, and you make yourself friends with some man's wife, some rich man's wife, and you start building your network that way. All right, and then your new friend will invite you to, exclusive members clubs, golf course clubs, polo clubs, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how you build yourself a network. All right, you find yourself where the rich men are by getting invited by someone's wife. All right, and then while you're in there, then you're where the rich men are, and then you marry for love. Is that so hard? I don't think so. So, you gotta start by getting out your house. You're not Rapunzel. You think that you can just let down your hair and some rich man's going to become galloping up on his steed? I don't think so. All right? So, put yourself out there. Look cute. Beat your face. Get you some dry shampoo. And look nice. All right? And they'll come to you.
So a girl made a video about this on TikTok, and it's put in the most simple terms. I would say every girl I know right now wants a man who is masculine and a leader. And obviously that comes with like asserting dominance and all these things. And all these women want this, but then no women want to listen. They don't want to listen to the leader. So they want the leader, but then they're not going to listen. And it's so funny because it really comes down to like not listening to them is not only just extremely demasculating to them, it's like, so why would they want to be with you? They would go be with a woman who's more feminine and like willing to listen. This is not like, I'm not talking about controlling crazy guys. I'm talking about this is what a strong man in his masculine is. So it's like when you're, doing the whole feminine, new wave feminism, girl boss, I don't listen to anyone, then that's okay. There's a reason why the statistics are saying that all you guys are going to be single and unmarried in the next 20 years is because you're not listening.
I don't want to say this but I am. There's not really any men these days. Masculine men. When I'm talking about masculine, I don't mean bulk dudes, like dumb right now. I'm talking about masculine men. Where are those guys? Someone like my brother and my dad. They're
what makes a masculine?
Yeah, what do you
man?
want in a masculine man?
Like change a tire type.
It has nothing to do with looks. It's just a guy who can just support you and no jealousy. Just it's not easy dating me, because like I said, I'm kind of like an alpha, so. I got to meet someone who's more alpha than me.
So
Do
you
get
want
what I
more
mean?
alpha, you don't want a beta.
No,
because a lot of the
absolutely
alpha homegirls that I have a little bit more of a beta boyfriend situation.
Because I have dated someone that was very, very a yes man, and it was very sweet, but then it gets boring.
This one might get me into a lot of trouble, but if you as a woman think that saying, where are all the good men? Or good men are few and far between, good luck finding one. If you think that will help your cause, as if it brings you closer to finding a good man, it will actually do the exact opposite. Because when a good man hears a woman saying this, it only confirms to him that she is not so unlucky that she's never run across a good man. It's that she doesn't value the good men that she's run across. But here she is, playing victim, which really, really, really annoys him.
What have men ever done for us that has been worth keeping them around? Seriously, you want to ask that question? I am so tired of our society pretending like men don't matter, like masculinity doesn't matter. They do. You do.
You know, these modern women continue to say, if you're stupid stuff like, if you're a lesbian, I'm jealous. As if when you get into a relationship with a lesbian, then it's, you know, it's, well, I'm trapped loving men and I hate it. I just hate it. If I could be a lesbian, then I would be. Go ahead over there. I mean, why don't you go over here and try it? Why don't you go over there and explore? You can't. What are you going to lose? Go over there and try it. In 3 to 6 months time, we going to have a lesbian on here talking about, hey, all you women that coming over here saying that you like men, you was straight before, you was heterosexual, and that you love men before, and now you say, oh, because I hate men are terrible, they're trash, now I'm going to date a woman. Don't come over here. Don't come over here, because you come over here with your entitled, spoiled, bratty attitude, and we see why the men ain't putting up with you. That's what they're going to say to you. You're going to go over there, and the women going to get tired of you too, and they're going to send you on back. And so now you have men and women that don't like you, and you are the problem.